Hi there. Some people wonder if they should do a second edition of their book. So today's live talks about just that. I am Dr. DeAndrea Matthews, the president and founder of Claire Alden Publications, and today I am sharing if you should do or consider a second edition of your book. So this is something that I'm actually dealing with personally because as I look back at my first few books that I've published, it is embarrassing. There are so many errors that I see now that I know a little bit more about the publishing industry, now that I know a little bit more about formatting, typesetting, and those types of things. I want to go back and do second editions. So that's something for me as an author that I definitely want to consider. And as far as you're concerned, if you have other things that you did not include in the first edition, whether it is something in the book's front matter, something in the book's back matter. If you don't have, for example, an order form, if somebody wants to do bulk orders and things of that nature, all those things are what you can include if you decide to do a second edition of your book. So as far as actually doing a second edition, if there is any type of substantial change to your manuscript, if you have added again a forward preface, introduction, if you forgot to add your author bio or things like that in the back matter, then of course those are substantial changes, more than just a couple errors here and there, and you would want to do a second edition. If your book has been redesigned in any way, or if you want to do a new book cover, if you realize, okay, that cover's kind of lame, I really don't like that, it doesn't speak to me, it doesn't speak to my target audience, all those are good reasons to consider doing a second edition. If the content of your manuscript has been altered in any way outside of, again, a few typographical errors here and there, then a second edition would be in order. And then, of course, those major revisions that you make, all of those are reasons why you can do a second edition. So like I said, this is something that I'm going to be doing. I've actually already started on my first two books and making those corrections. It's gone back to the editor. I've gotten some great feedback. So those second editions of my first few books will be coming out soon. But those are things that I want you to think about as an author. If there, again, has been substantial change, if there have been revisions, if you've added a new feature, whether it's a preface or appendix or a glossary, any type of substantial change to your manuscript, you'll want to do a second edition. Now, as far as the formality of it, a second edition will require a new ISBN number. You will not be able to use the same ISBN number that you did for your first book. So you'll want to make sure that you get a new ISBN number, and you'll need a new ISBN for each of the formats that your book is made available in. For example, an ebook would need its own ISBN, just like a paperback would need its own ISBN, as well as an audiobook, just to give you a few examples. So that is our video share for today, talking about if you actually need to do a second edition of your book. This is Dr. DeAndrea Matthews. Thank you for joining me. And if you don't already follow Claire Alden Publications on social media, you can find us at Claire Alden on all of our social media channels. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you soon.